Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. I think it's Monday, June 23rd, day 13. I think we're day 12 or 13. Now they're all starting to blend together. I don't know. But we are headed into Yellowstone today. Oh, we're just now leaving Red Rock Campground here in Island Park, Idaho. It is on the west entrance of Yellowstone, so we'll be going through the west entrance today. But yesterday it snowed a whole lot, so we didn't do much yesterday. We got out, we tried a wonderful Mexican place, which I will throw into the fold somewhere up in the screen there. But it was called Cafe Sabor, and it was absolutely delicious. It was in the city of Island Park, which is not a really big city at all. But that was delicious. We went there yesterday. We decided to relax. I think I got a little bit of footage of the snow coming down really hard. So we didn't do Yellowstone yesterday. But today we're gonna do it. So we did do Yellowstone the day before. So we've been here in Island Park for 3 days, and we leave tomorrow on the 24th. And then after that, we're probably going to spend the night in Bozeman. Yesterday, I got my grandma's ticket up to Bozeman, so she is starting to prepare for that. And we're just going to mosey our way up to Bozeman, stay a night there, and then get up to Glacier before we have to get Jim back down to Bozeman and get him his ticket out to go back to Fairbanks, where, if you haven't seen on the news, is up in smoke right now. Not just Fairbanks, but all over Alaska. It is deep in fire season, or I don't know the politically correct term to say that. There's a lot of freaking fire. Checked last night, Jim's house down near the Denali area is at risk of going up in flames. So all the prayers, send them our way, please. Thank you. They're much needed. And for rain. We need a lot of rain up there. So 2 days ago, we spent pretty much 8 hours in the park. We drove around, went to go see Old Faithful, couldn't get into the parking area. So many people. It is height of viewing season in Yellowstone. So we run into a lot of people. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. I hope everyone had a good weekend. This will probably be a while before it gets out, so I hope you have a wonderful week and weekend by the time this episode gets out, because this will be one of the later episodes or mid episodes of the channel coming up. So I will touch back with you guys a little later. as sulfur as I thought it would be. Cliff Geyser. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's glad to see you back here. So this episode's gonna have a lot of voiceover because I got a lot of small clips of hiking around the boardwalk and in some other areas. I didn't get in front of the camera too much during the Yellowstone trip because it was so crowded, and getting used to being in front of a camera in front of people is still something that I have to get used to. So there's just a lot of little clips of me recording kind of the walks and the nature and wildlife, but I'm not in a whole lot of them. So what you're seeing now is what they call West Thumb Geyser Basin, and it's a little boardwalk loop that we did. A whole lot of cool little pools and geysers in this little area. I'll just name them off really quick. We got Blue Ball Pool, we got Surging Spring, Thumb Geyser, Painted Pool, Twin Geyser, Hill Geyser, Lakeshore Geyser, all in this little boardwalk area. I think it was maybe about a mile loop, if that, but it was absolutely beautiful, as you can see. So that's what you're seeing right now. So these next few clips that you are seeing is the drive from West Thumb all the way up to what they call Canyon Village. And we got off 191, which is kind of where the 20 and 191 come together, is right there in the West Thumb area. So the lake that you're seeing is the West Thumb of Yellowstone Lake, but also as we get out of the West Thumb, the road kind of loops around the lake. You got Storm Point Trail, you got some beautiful trails in the area. I forgot how long of a drive it was all the way up to Canyon Village, but you don't realize how big Yellowstone is until you get in there and start driving. It is absolutely massive. But we finally made it up to Canyon Village, which is one of the prettiest spots in the park, in my opinion, because you have just this beautiful yellow tint, sand or whatever it is everywhere, and then you've got the massive waterfalls, you got the river down below, you got some pretty points that you can get out and see these waterfalls. So highly recommend doing that part of the trip. You could spend weeks in Yellowstone and not see everything, so definitely plan well, and do plan on waiting around to get into the park as well, because once the gates open, the town of West Yellowstone gets super backed up. What you're seeing now is what they call Dragon's Mouth Spring. It's just north of the Leharty Rapids that I just showed you in the previous clips. It's a cool little area. The next one, I think, is what they call Mud Volcano, and then the third one that you are seeing is called Mud Cauldron, I do believe. And this is still on the Grand Loop Road headed north toward Canyon Village, where the Artist Point picture and videos were taken. Really cool area, really cool road. Goes up next to the Yellowstone River, and all in all, just an awesome area of the park. Not super crowded like Old Faithful was, but it still had quite a bit of people. So this next clip that you're seeing, it's about a minute and a half. It's not too long, but this is what Old Faithful looks like right before she starts to blow, and then during and right after. So it's a really cool thing to watch. It's cool to see. I didn't get video of the people surrounding it. There was thousands of people out there waiting for the show to happen. It was a cool experience, and right after that we decided we were going to take the boardwalk down. There's a little hiking trail that goes to some more little geysers and cool. Things like that, and I'll throw that in here in a minute. I'll kind of do like a little hyperlapse thing of the hike, and that pretty much will wrap up this video nearly. There'll be a couple more clips after that, but it's pretty much Yellowstone in a nutshell. Walking on the bottom loop from Old Faithful to the Geyser Basin back here. Beautiful, beautiful area. Lots of people. So I try not to record too much. Absolutely stunning. pretty. So after we did the hike around the geyser basin behind Old Faithful over there, we drove up towards Mammoth, and that was quite the drive. But some of the footage that you're seeing now, with the mountain scenes and a little bit of the buildings there, that's in the town of Mammoth, up in the northern part of Yellowstone, right close to the Wyoming border. And all this wildlife and the little waterfalls and the nature that you see, that was all headed toward Mammoth. And it was, like I always say, beautiful, stunning, amazing. It's really, really cool area. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I think it was definitely a long time coming. I apologize for waiting so long to get out another video to you guys. I've been dealing with some medical stuff that I've been getting scheduled and appointments and things like that. So I do hope to get a little better with bringing you more content a little more consistently. I will give you guys an update on some of the future plans. I've had some opportunities arise that are very exciting for me. Might tamper back the editing at once a week to maybe once every couple weeks, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But until next time, thank you all so much for stopping in, watching the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube algorithm stuff. It really does help out the channel. And the next video that'll be coming out will be, I think it's Glacier. So we finally made it up to Glacier. Probably be a hodgepodge of me and Glacier with Jim, and also with my grandma, and then this is where we'll drop Jim off, pick grandma up, and head for that Canadian border. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping in.